Are we ready?
Yes.
Take it away.
Okay. Look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just slept a little rough, that's all.
Maybe you need to be in there for a little while then.
I think we both agreed after my night terrors we'd be sleeping in separate beds.
Yeah.
Did you the exercise?
Oh, sometimes just say it.
I never think of leaving here sometimes.
Why'd you say that?
Dunno. You'd have thought after so many years of being here, we'd have found something by now, but no. Same old dust, same old rocks.
Well, you never know what's around the next corner of lights. I mean, I couldn't have predicted that I'd ever meet such a handsome man as you as when I signed up for this job.
Since when have you ever called me handsome?
I just did.
Yeah, only because you know I slept badly last night.
Believe whatever you want. I've always thought you were handsome.
Really? I have a hard time buying that. First I was a slow coach, then I was an odd job.
Did I really call you an odd job?
Yeah, remember? Odd job and Frankenstein's, I recall.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we today?
Just fine until you showed up.
It's charming, isn't it?
Nothing I wouldn't expect from odd job. Say, do you guys fancy a trip today?
Where to? New area maybe?
Why do you say that?
Well, because we haven't been anywhere lately for a while, and I think the new place might do the trick. Shake up the routine, you know?
Well, sure. Now the winter storms are passing, I think we can take a look-see. We are in year 5 of the expedition. A new quadrant in Alpha and Omega might be the ticket. We earmarked it last year, but as I recall, we had the engineering problem, yada yada yada.
Yada. These things happen.
And as your engineering and scientific officer, I think I'm qualified to speak on such things, right?
Right.
Unlike Acid, of course, but he's out for the count right now.
You mean our little robot friend's unable to assist us at this time? I'll be shocked.
Hey, at least he can screw in a light bulb. Last I recall, you had trouble with that, remember?
I had a hangover, okay? I don't always do things by the book either.
What exactly? What's by the book about screwing in a light bulb?
Oh, if only you knew. The pain, the twisting.
So, as you can see on the scanner there, this entire area to the north of us is at least 60 miles beyond the mountain range, so far unexplored. We've used drones, but they've revealed little on the surface apart from the usual rocky terrain. We're getting strange electrical interference though, so we want to check that out.
Any idea what that might be?
No clue, unfortunately. We've analysed it, my robot companion and I, and nothing has matched. Seem to be getting strange voice patterns in the drone recordings too.
Wait a second. Voice patterns?
Yep, plain as day. At least the signature. Nothing audible though.
Well, why didn't you tell us this before?
Well, truth be told, I wanted more evidence before jumping to any kind of conclusions. This is a big deal, right? Even if it is just some unusual energy, we don't know. We're going to have to go out there and find out.
You mean we are going to have to find out?
Well, sure. I mean, listen, if the other 2 members of the crew weren't in cryo recovery, it'd be a no-brainer. And I don't want to risk the robot. He's my pal.
You're good, eh? Bet you two have some sweet late night talks, don't you?
Oh, you have.
You know something, Eddie? I don't know what we'd do without you on this trip. Why don't we do a stand-up night or something? Eddie and his buddy. What do you say?
Well, I'll have to figure out some jokes first.
Look in the mirror, pal.
Oh, the pain, the unbearable pain.
Gotta tell you, nothing's like an expedition to get heart pumping.
Wait, you mean performances at the room?
Oh, and the boudoir.
Sure, that and my singing voice. I'm a tenor in training, make no mistake.
All right, kids, good look out there. The weather's looking good, and and the new horizons are there for the taking. How long do you intend on staying out there?
I don't know. Let's make it a year, shall we? Even the odds.
Hey, you mean more time for me? Love it! So long and farewell, ye Spanish ladies.
Is that a song?
No, I just made it up. Yes, it's a song. Do you never listen to history?
Not when I can help it. Anyway, maybe 3 days tops. At least until we can get a lay of the land better. Maybe prep for a longer one when we have more of an idea what's going out there. Agreed?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. The supply ship is due to rendezvous with us in a few days, so should be good.
Ah, yes, more time for nachos. Other things I dream about.
Yeah, you better watch your weight out there, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, all right, you two, knock it off. Come on. We've got work to do it.
See you guys later. Have a good one. So, we'll see how this plays out. Home video, huh? I feel like a peeping Tom here, but whatever. Gotta get my kicks somehow.
So, yes, this. Sorry. Home video? Oh, that's Eddie's line. So, I guess this is our first video diary out here. Hope Eddie doesn't get his hands on it. Bit of a creep on that one.
Yeah.
If only you knew, brother, if only you knew.
We didn't know how this was going to pan out for either of us. One big trip out into the unknown. We both dreamt of exploring space, but actually, to actually be here, well, it's a whole other ballgame.
It just doesn't seem real somehow, does it? I mean, you're a billion miles away from home, and suddenly, this is it. 1,000 years later, 1,000 transfers later, lots of cryo sleep.
Tons of that.
Strange dreams, too. What did you dream of it?
Something calling to me for sure, like a mysterious figure. Seemed almost like a ghost. Tall, inhuman, but strangely familiar. Saw it a few times. You?
Well, I had similar dreams too, now you mention it. They had a strange sense of foreboding. This is going to sound like a horror movie, right?
Then again, space is full of unknowns, right?
Yeah.
The great silence into which we disappear. Big old vacuum where all kinds of things dwell.
Well, on that cheerful note, no, in all seriousness, it's great to be here, and I'm glad that everyone's been so welcoming, that the room's so also soundproofed. There's a big one right there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it feels like family here to be honest so far. And we're looking forward to what more of the research expedition will bring.
Yeah, well,
Let's rock. Peace!
I'm such a creep, aren't I? And they won't figure it out. Not yet, anyway.
Finn.
Unfortunately, the writer for this couldn't be in tonight, but if you've got any feedback, he's going to get the video in the group. We are recording all of these. They are on my YouTube channel, The Coffee House Writer. So feel free afterwards to go and have a look at them.
Thanks. Yeah, usually we do a little Q&A and we ask the writers why they wrote that piece, what they were thinking at that time. Sort of, yeah, it's helpful for some people if they listen to it anyway. So we'll move on to the next one, and I believe that is called the Clone Rights Movement. So actors,
Yeah.
when you're ready.
Right, Sam. Sam?
You what, sorry?
Right. Having Mike's putting mics.
Ah, cool. Do I have to fill time again?
Yeah, have we got any feedback for William for the last play?
Yeah. Any feedback for William for the last play?
Is William here?
No.
He's not now, unfortunately. He was ill.
Oh.
But if you've got any feedback, he'll see it. So I think one of the things that I mentioned to him was the fact that he'd had formatted it as a film script. So for those who've acted, was there anything that you thought?
I was actually wanting to bring that up. Actually, is that like there was a lot of little bits, like a little bit where Eddie's sort of talking to himself and like the video there and everything, where it's like the way that it's structured is very much like, okay, cut here, go straight here, cut here, go straight here. that's really difficult to do quickly
Yeah.
with any kind of like on a stage. So like you kind of have to like plays work better when like a single scene is like 15 minutes. And you don't have to change any sets or change any costumes or anything like that.
Yeah.
If you're constantly changing locations every like 3 lines or like 20 seconds or something.
Absolutely.
Like when we did Blackadder Goes Forth, like
10
that.
years ago.
Yeah, 10 years today actually. We did a couple of episodes from that, and the thing that we struggled with mostly was those like sharp cuts straight into the thing. So we ended up. It's something that you can mitigate with like, you know, having the set cut in such a way that like somebody's standing in darkness and you just pull light on them, and then they can talk for a bit, light over here. You can kind of mess with it, but it's just something that's needs to be taken account for as like stage.
Absolutely, and I think when we first did this, we offered the writers an opportunity to come and stand on the stage to get a feel of the area that you've got. And if you come from a film writing background, you've got a 360 stage. When you're looking at a physical stage in a theatre, you've really got a 180, and that's one of the huge differences as well. And that's why we do this as a research and development, as a learning curve. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Ed.
With Blackadder, that's like, you know, relatively short, like 20, 25, maybe 30 minute episodes of that. We ended up with like 20 scene changes, and we cut a couple of the really small scenes as well. We ended up having to basically leave the stage set and just bring in a few cut in the middle so that we could move quickly enough from one place to another.
Yeah.
And that meant that like everyone was basically tripping over all of the beds and bits of set dressing and everything. So like it's definitely like writing for a play is structured differently
Absolutely.
than a TV show or a film.
Yeah.
And like, structuring that is a different skill set.
Absolutely. No, thank you for that. Casey,
Yes.
did you have any feedback?
I want to know what's going to happen to the voyeuristic.
It kind of hit us at the last bit that he was a bit of a creeper.
Right, okay.
I want to know what happens.
We both kind of went, oh.
Watching and viewing, I want to know what happens with the planet.
I want to know more.
What they do, yeah. Can you do another bit?
Yeah.
Part 2, please.
Yeah.
Okay, part 2 requested. Fabulous, thank you.
I would like that.